Go right. Whoa, whoa, okay. All right, ropes just went flying. Everything's okay, though. Don't worry. Gray has this under control. Oh, all right, another cord down. Still got it under control. Everything's fine. Got one cord left, that's all I need. Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and we're back with more Gold Rush. Today is a very auspicious day. Let me hop over this curb and get into my sad truck so that I can show you the auspiciousness. The Stack Lord giveth, and the Stack Lord taketh away. And he's gonna be taken away today big time because the DLC just dropped and I got it. And now it's time to spend some frickin' money. Turn the engine off. I don't have time for this. We must bask in the glory of the Frankenstein, which I am immediately going to purchase. Now, I think that the Frankenstein is best when you can buy a bunch of them and then chain them all together to get a giant mobile conveyor belt so you never have to move it all. But the only problem is $462,000. This thing is $462,000. Now, to be fair, I feel like we're getting our money's worth with this thing. Like, sometimes, especially the conveyor belt, a lot of people were like, it seems overpriced. You know, $500,000 for this machine? I think that feels pretty legit. This is a serious machine over here. I know the big thing right now on YouTube is Lamborghinis. I'm gonna tell you though, I'm much more of a power guy myself. I have a feeling if this and a Lamborghini got into a tug of war in the middle of the claim, this would probably come out on top. Actually, I have a feeling if this and like 5 Lamborghinis got into a tug of war, it would still probably come out on top. Now, on top of that, we have what's called Tier 4 and Tier 5 now items for our gold claim. We got the reinforced trommel. This is Tier 5. And then Old Arnold's trommel is called Tier 4. So this was Tier 3. Then we have Tier 4. Now we have Tier 5. I'm probably going to go straight to Tier 5. But we have to make a lot of money first. Now over here, same thing. We had... Oh, where in the hell is it? Not you. Not you. You. We had the shaker. We have the D-Rocker, which is what we have right now, which actually isn't its own tier, I guess. I think. I think it's just, like, one better than the Shaker, but not really a new tier. I don't know, maybe it is. Then, we have... Oh, actually, it is. So, this would be Tier 4. And then this would be Tier 5. The Glacier Creek. Look at the size of this thing. Like, the Shaker was actually a little bit bigger than the D-Rocker. The Glacier Creek looks massive. And I think it says, like... Yeah, we managed to obtain almost 100% of gold extracted from the earth. It's $203,000. Then over here, instead of our duplex jig, we have the planter, which is the Tier 4, and then we have the gravel pump, which is the Tier 5. So first things first, we're gonna spend a bunch of money right off the bat. I almost want to save up more money to just buy more of these, more Frankensteins. But I think it's better if we buy the Frankenstein and maybe the Glacier Creek so that we can get more gold made per scoop. This way we can buy ourselves a second Frankenstein. Let's spend a bunch of money, boys. Oh, I'm about to feel it. Oh, $665,000. I'm so glad I made a little bit of money before I did this. Oh, God. All right. Let's move it on over. Go over here to Nighthawk Valley. We want the Frankenstein. Boom. Oh, do I have to upgrade this crap? I'll bet I do, don't I? All right, that makes me slightly sad, but there's really no way around it. Well, let me think about this for a second. Can I? No, I really don't want to move anything off of here. So, let's start now again. I can't believe I'm having to pay for this again. Now, can I move any of this until no, I can't. I have to do at least several. What, 50,000? Hold on. What the crap? 50,000, 100,000. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This money's going real fast. All right, I hate myself for this, but I'm going to take the dump truck off of here for right now. It's 100,000 freaking dollars for the next unlock. Are you kidding me? We're going to take the dump truck out for right now. I want to use the Frankenstein. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna find the best concentration of gold near the farthest that the Frankenstein can extend and still get to our conveyor belt, and we'll do that. The Glacier Creek luckily didn't count as a machine, which I'm really happy about. So let's go ahead and confirm this. Now the other thing that we can do is we can sell the old D-Rocker, and we'll get a little bit of money out of that because we can't use it for anything else. Like, I can't operate 2 claims at the same time, so it really doesn't matter. I think we get half price, so we're gonna get about 34 grand for that one. So while I'm driving up over here, there's a bunch of other stuff that they did too in the update. One of the things it said is that now the gold is synchronized. That's made in the buckets and stuff like that. So I'm curious if that means that as our mats fill up, our miner's moss and the hogpan mats, if it's all gonna be synchronized, like they'll all get to 100 together. I don't know if that's really realistic. I mean, I guess that would be slightly less infuriating of having to unload one and then go back and unload the other because it just reached 100 and it reached 100 a little bit later than the other and stuff like that. We might have to take the drill out to, oh, can you see it in the distance? Yes. As the mist rises over the beautiful Nighthawk claim, the Frankenstein looms in the distance. Yeah, we may have to take the drill out because we're gonna need to find where the best. Now, we had a pretty good concentration of gold over there, but I don't know if the Frankenstein is gonna reach it because, well, we're gonna have to see what the distance of this thing is. All right, baby. Oh, what does it say? Gold recovery tent. All the money that we make, it's like someone spray painted this on here with some friggin' graphics that they got over at a Walmart. We couldn't get a legitimate sign. All right, boys. Start her up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Woo! Here we go. Yeah. What does it say? Only 33% fuel? Are you freaking kidding me? All right, whatever. Now, what sort of off? What does that mean? Why is it off? Drive, conveyor belt? I don't know what these buttons do. Oh, show controls. We could always do that. Operator mode, cabin, drive. All right, bucket, yeah, blah, 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 next machine. Oh, that's all very normal, actually. Oh, how about if we go to operator mode? There we go. Ah, activate the belt. It's the belt, I'll bet. Yep, right there. Yes. Okay, got it. Good. Turn it off. Let's keep moving. Oh, Minotaur. Where have you been all my life? You've been sitting over at Tom Petty's or whatever it's called. That place where it's the only shop in town, man. I think he owns everything. Remember? He owns like the factory. He owns the machine shop. He probably owns the friggin' blacksmith. It's one guy. He owns everything. But he also carries Minotaur brand machinery, and I'm very happy about it. I've been very happy with my Minotaur machinery. I wish it went a little bit faster, but considering look at the size of this thing. Like now that we're here next to the rest of the stuff on the claim, look at the size of this. This thing is ridiculous. All right, let's line ourselves up by the conveyor belt. I'm just gonna go ahead and run over all this. I mean, it's not like I need all these extra cables anyway. It's no big deal. Right over all the cables. Right over all the safety flags and stuff like that, too. We don't have time for that crap. We're going to move right over here. There we have it. And now I'm going to see just how far. Now, I imagine it doesn't really go that far, if I had to guess. Like, it probably... Man, I don't know. Maybe it'll just barely reach the claim. Hold on, let me get this up here and we'll figure it out. I'm not going to lie. That's a lot longer than I thought it would be. Yes, I know, is what she said. All right. Go on. Let's get this thing lined up over here. Now, if we move it kind of like this, all right? Move it back, move it back, move it back, move it back, move it back. Right about there. Right about there. I think that should do it. So, oh, we're so close. We're actually pretty close to that original claim. Hold on, let me turn this off real quick. We're actually pretty close to the original big spot that we found over here with a ton of gold. One more of these and we would be able to dig this entire thing out and just stack the conveyor belts together and never have to move at all. We would just take our giant excavator and just keep piling in more and more dirt. Now is the time to remove the D-rocker and connect the most potent creation ever known to mankind. This is actually going to be a big pain in the ass because both these containers are kind of in the way, but we could probably still do it. Yes, drag it on over to the claim. Drag it over real smooth like. Look at how we're doing. Oh, okay. Oh. All right, I'm sorry. Maybe if we do this a little bit more from the side, we won't get quite as much jumping around. Let's try and do this and maybe things will go a little bit better. There we go. Yes, good. Whoa, okay. Oh, no. Yep, we're fine. Everything. Whoa. Come on, baby. Come on, just do this for Gray. Maybe I'll use the bucket. Maybe the bucket's a smarter idea. We could just hook this up, but honestly, I don't know where my hooks are right now. I have to find them. There we are. Now it's moving real smooth. Now it's moving real smooth. Look at that. Look, I probably could have saved myself a lot of time if I just put the friggin' ropes on and did this the right way. I'm gonna have to find the ropes no matter what, because I'm not sure how else we're gonna get the D-rocker off of the spot. So I'm gonna have to get the ropes no matter what. Now that said, things are going surprisingly well right now. Everything's working quite good, actually. As a matter of fact, while we have our excavator up here, it's probably a good opportunity for us to fill up the old gas tank. Well, I found the tow lines, luckily. They all just happen to be at the bottom of the claim over there. I don't know how they got there. I guess it must have been something that we did the last time. Gotta throw them all over by the bucket. I think we have 4 again. We had broken one, but I had an extra one as well. I think they're all back now. The big thing is we gotta make sure to make money because we're paying like $41,000 a day in our loan back. Because remember, we still have like a $2.3 million loan that we took out. Old Gray has to pay that. Otherwise, kneecaps get busted. So we're gonna have to make sure to do that. Also, my miner's moss, I think, is all off. I have to put that back on there. We'll make sure to do that in a little bit, too. Alrighty. We're all hooked up. I think it just came right off, too. So I don't even think we really have to do very much. All right, go inside up here. Hit that. Yeah, digging. Lift it on up. Bring the bucket way up, like so. And then I think we can bring the bucket up even higher. That's about as high as it goes. All right. Crap. Let's see if I can back this thing out of here without busting up all the friggin' wires. All right. Whoa. Okay. Bring it this way a little bit. There we go. There we go. Yep. Good. Good. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. All right. Let's go ahead and throw this thing down here like so. Bring the bucket all the way down so I can actually get the hooks off. Then we're going to hook up the other one, put it on, and we're going to be ready to friggin' go. Alrighty. Oh, you Glacier Creek beauty, you. Come here. Move this right over here like so. Right about like that. Okay, go ahead and bring this crap. Yeah, it should work just fine. Everything will be okay. All right, tell me we have this thing facing the right way. I think we kind of do. Hold on. Let's go ahead and bring it on in over here. Nice and smooth. Nice and slow. Oh, this is gonna be a Tetris thing if I ever seen it before. Come on, baby. Right in there. Right in there. Right in there. Right in there. We have it backwards, don't we? Hold on. Right over here. There we go. All right. Second time's the charm, baby. Second time's the charm. Go right. Whoa, okay. All right, ropes just went flying. Everything's okay, though. Don't worry. Gray has this under control. Oh, all right, another cord down. Still got it under control. Everything's fine. Got one cord left. That's all I need. All right, we're in and hooked up. Well, that was the most annoying thing I think I've ever done in my life. This thing was a lot different than the other ones because this one enjoyed randomly flipping through the air. I noticed. Like, even when I had all 4 points, I found all 4 of my cords and I put it in. This thing was just flip-flopping all over the place. It was like levitating. It was like friggin', I don't even know. It was like, what's that guy's name? Harry, not Harry Houdini, the other one, the newer one. You know, the one guy that does the stuff on the side of the side of the road. I don't remember who he is now. He's the roadside magician. I don't know. It's the levitating guy. It was doing that, okay? It was doing the levitating thing. It's super late at night right now. The sun is about to go down, so there's no real point in starting the day off because I'll have to turn all the equipment off pretty soon anyway. Let's hit the hay. In the morning time, we're gonna get hit with a lot of money penalty over here. In the morning time, we gotta make cash or we are screwed. Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine. It's time to make money. Actually, we don't have a choice. We gotta make money big time because if we don't, we're freaking screwed. Over to the gold driller. We need to start drilling some areas out in order to find the best possible... That's odd. I don't really hear an engine on this right now. I don't think it's that quiet. I'm pretty sure this machine is not exactly a quiet machine. We're gonna move on over to the gold area right around where the Frankenstein is. And we're gonna see if we can find the best possible concentration of gold. Man, I forgot. This thing really books downhill. Holy crap. 28 kilometers per hour. You gotta be kidding me. Now over here by 495, have we dug any of this out? I'm pretty sure we haven't. I'm not totally... What is this? 495. Is it? Right over here. Okay, right over here. Yeah, we haven't dug any of this out. Let's start drilling this entire area. Man, there's some really good spots over here. But hopefully we'll find some decent spots over here as well. We'll start at 471 and see what we get. Start rolling those dice. Oh, Lords of Gold Rush, allow us to strike delicious gold right through the heart of the Alaskan wilderness. We, I don't want to check it out quite yet. It's like waiting for Christmas. I like to dig at least 4 or 5 spots before I look to see what we got. We're gonna dig this one out, 494, and then I think 495. And then we'll see what we have. We will have dug out 5 spots at that point. I didn't dig out the one over there by the fuel tank. So, that's probably where all the freaking gold is. I'll probably have to push that thing aside. Freaking jackpot. We're gonna dig these areas out because you never know. A lot of times the gold is kind of like next to one another. So we're gonna check those out. I definitely want to toggle that square on so we can remember it. It's not that far away, man. It's pretty close. So we should be able to get a decent amount of gold with this thing. All right. This is the last square of this area I'm going to dig out for right now. We could probably even go one more over. But for right now, we have at least one good square with a lot of gold sitting in it. So let's go ahead and get out of this. Turn this off. Go back over to the gold map. Parcel number 4. Ooh. This other one over here is pretty good too. Both these are pretty good. Look at that. 53,000 grams of gold and 48,000? Fantastic. All right. 493 is the magic one for right now. Crap, the square isn't toggled on. Let me toggle the square on. All right. So these 2 areas, this area and this area is exactly what we're going for. That is pretty spectacular. I think, I don't even know if I'll have to move my digger. Maybe I won't have to. The other thing that we're probably gonna have to do is fill this up with gas pretty soon. Let's get everything in position, turn all of our machines on, and start making money. And I gotta put the moss mats back in. Top everything off, 100%, might as well, right? We got stuff over here at like 81. There we go. Everything's all topped off. Grab our bajillion miners mosses and put these back on. All right. Everything's good to go. There's so much machinery. I feel like friggin' Santa Claus. I gotta check my list and then check it twice. There's connections and hoses and water and crap all over the place. I think we're set though. I got all my grates on. Got all my mats in. All right, let's turn on to power, baby. Oh, it's gonna be louder than ever now. We're gonna have more machinery than we've ever had before. Okay. Things have begun, but it's not enough yet. Look at that brand new Glacier Creek. Look at the water. Oh, yeah. All right. Come on over here. Turn on all the buttons. Where are they all at? Yes. 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 There we go. Now we're moving. Okay. We're set. Now we have to do is make sure... How did this get off kilter? Did I do this? I must have done this. Hold on. Get back over here. Put this thing in its appropriate... Actually, let's move it over here so we can see what the hell we're doing. Move this thing in its appropriate position. Come here, baby. Just kind of flip and do your thing over here. Yep, right like that. Right like that. Right there. And now back up just a little bit. A little bit more. Oh. Right there. Right there. Right there. Okay, that should do it. Now, park it. Conveyor belt it. Conveyor belt it? There we go. Yes. Okay, just let it go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. All right, everything's set. I probably should have moved this ahead of time. Let us grab the excavator and start just loading this freaking thing up. They called me Big Money. Big Money! All the way on top of the hill. Right there. Right there. Right there. Perfect. All right, we're right in the middle, sort of. So this should work. If we go over here and we click it on the digging, and then we move over to our Bucketron. All right, baby. Let's bring, how do I want to do this? Let's bring this up a little bit. Yeah, right about there. All right. Are we over it? Looks like we're over it. Now we're going to have to get a lot of this topsoil out first. You boys know. I think it's going to be okay, though. Start digging. Oh, yeah. Here we go. The first scoop. The first scoop into the Frankenstein. Now, do I have it? Do I have it on, like, well, I don't know. That looks pretty good. Let's release it. Oh, crap. I had to do it, right? I had to throw myself out of the cab. It happens every time. There we go. Yeah! That's it. That's our first one. Let's keep her going. Oh, it's so sweet. It's so delicious. Yes. Put the rocks on top of the conveyor belt. Allow the conveyor belt to begin making the money. There is one thing that I desperately want back. I want my employees to actually make gold. Because if you notice, again, they're not actually doing anything. They're not really making us any money at all. Looks like we're getting about 4 to 5% per scoop. Now, it said that the conveyor belt of the Frankenstein will hold 2 full containers of the dump truck. That is pretty good, considering one container filled up 75% of the other conveyor belt. Now, just like Sean T always said, we do have to dig pretty deep here. I think we got to get down like, I don't even remember now. It's probably like 10 meters before we start seeing an appropriate amount of gold. Because this top portion, as usual, there is like nothing here. Now, that is a problem, actually. Because we need to generate at least $40-something thousand a day. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to pay our loan back. Now, luckily, we don't have many other expenses. I've already purchased a ton of gas. So, we've got enough fuel to keep everything going for a long, long time. So, that's not an issue. The big issue is, it's 9 a.m. right now. Will we make enough gold to pay our way for a day? Now, 1,000 grams of gold is worth about $75,000, I think, right now, with the way gold is priced at the moment. So we need to make, well, we need to make at least 500 about. But really, I would feel way better if we could get at least 1,000 grams today. And it's gonna be close because we're gonna have to dig through so much crap to get to the good gold. Just coming over to see how we're doing. Yeah, the miner's moss is synchronized. If you remember, the percentages were kind of all over the place, but it looks like they're at 6-7%, and this is at 6 or 7%. These are at 5. So, we gotta fill this up quick, baby. I'm gonna hope that those buckets, because those buckets are gonna get filled up first. I'm gonna hope that those buckets are gonna be worth something. Man, if we can buy a second Frankenstein, it's gonna be so good because instead of having to swing in a circle like this, we will literally be able to just, like, pick this up, move our bucket, you know, 2 feet over, and just drop it onto the conveyor belt. That is gonna be maximum speed and efficiency when we get to that point. I just go in a giant circle now. I go around, pass through here, go over here, drop the rocks into the conveyor belt, go back around, go back down here, grab a quick scoop of dirt, pull it on up, go back over here, put it on the conveyor belt. Oh, grand and glorious golden gods. Please let us strike it rich. I can only hope. Because, like I said, if we don't, we're probably screwed. At this point, ooh, don't want to open the bucket. At this point, we're probably almost down to a depth that's appropriate for getting some gold. In fact, you know what? We can probably check real quick. Over here to the gold map. How much was it? Okay, it's not actually that bad. There's a little bit of gold beneath 6 meters, and there's a lot more gold after 8 meters, it looks like. So, and then all the way down to 13 meters. Okay, maybe we are pulling out some gold. 12 noon. I think we're at about 60 some odd % over in our bucket right now. So, not too bad. I'm really trying to dig to the very end of this stupid fuel truck. I'm really trying to dig to the very end of this square so that we can get as much gold as possible. Now, part of the problem is I can't seem to get the angle to go down any deeper right now. So I'm trying to just dig out to the sides. You can see I can just barely get a little bit deeper over there. But any deeper and I start, like, not actually getting very much dirt. Here, let me show you. Go ahead and throw this over here. It looks like you get about 5.5% per scoop, which is correct, because if you remember it, we got 11% per dump truck. So if we go right around here and we start trying to fill up, we can still barely get a scoopful, so that's all right. I'm gonna cheat trying to do that. But if you remember, we could get 10 scoops into the dump truck, and it takes 2 dump trucks to fill up this entire conveyor belt. So that means that each one of our buckets here should be right around 5 to 5.5%. Judging by the speed we're moving right now, well, I could work way into the night too. But I was gonna say, we should be able to fill our bucket up at least 2 times. The entire bucket's over by the claim, over by the wash plant. We should be able to fill it up at least 2 times. We could probably even get 3 times if we go all night long. Man, this thing was not as full as I thought it was. I had gone over there, and it was only at like 70%. Crap. It's already 3:30 just about. So we're gonna have to check our progress pretty soon. Man, that sucks. 'Cause, like I said, we're gonna be real close to not being able to pay this loan back. I'm gonna have to hope that the gold that we've gotten so far is gonna be enough to pay for it. Low fuel, it's a 26% over there. So it's still got quite a bit of fuel in it. It started at 33. It's been on for most of the day. So it's drained about, what is that, like 7% right now of its fuel. So it'll probably drain about 10% a day, I would say. Well, until the night, until the dark, until it gets dark outside. So if we keep going until the AM though, then yeah, it's gonna drain a lot more than that. All right, I've been able to get down just a little bit lower right now. And again, I'm really curious if the reason that the buckets aren't filling up super fast is because we haven't really been getting good concentrations of gold. I think maybe right about now, I'm starting to hit the slightly better gold, like right there. That's probably a decent gold pocket right there. Because remember, we have to go down at least 6 or so meters before we start getting rewarded. Oh, God. The Frankenstein is a wonderful piece of machinery. But it pains me to know that every time we buy one, we're going to be spending $500,000 freaking dollars. So we're gonna have to make a lot of money in gold. A lot of money in gold. This is the most expensive freaking like line of work that I've ever been in a simulative experience. $500,000 per piece of equipment. Now, to be fair, it is the top of the line, biggest piece of equipment that we could possibly buy at the moment. So there is that. All right. I think this will be the last scoop for now. We've done a lot of full cleanouts. So let's see what we get with what we have right now. We should end up right at about 80% inside of our buckets. Yeah, 77. Well, it's going to go up more because there's going to be rocks coming in right now. You can actually see right up there as all the dirt goes spewing into the Glacier Creek. Now, was the Glacier Creek a good investment? We are about to find out in just a friggin' moment. All right, 79% gold. Let's pray for friggin' rain, boys. Let's go ahead and grab it. Now, we're not doing 100, but I think we're gonna be all right. All right, pour it on in here. Let the magnetite get separated like it's no big deal. This back over here. Okay, baby. Make it happen for Gray. How come every time I get out of my machine, I start making gold? Like, when the people don't see me working anymore, they start physically working. All right, separate it. 40 grams. Where are we at? 41, 42, 46. Not impressed so far. This is not going to allow us to continue to live. 64, 66, 67. All right, I'm going to let that keep going. We need at least 500. Like, at the very least. Like, that's bare minimum. Bare minimum. We're going to want way more than that. All right. That was not a lot of gold so far. Now, we do get 4 buckets worth, so that's good. All right. All 4 buckets got us to 310. Am I impressed? Not really. Let's see what we can do with the hog pan over here. All right. Hog pan number 1. Now, we're only dealing with about 45% gold. Now, you don't need to use the magnetite separator for the hog pan. Go ahead and drop that over there. 320. I think we're going to get there. We're not going to make a profit today at all. But we're going to at least be able to pay for our costs, I think. 345, 349. Ain't looking great. Hold on here. Let's see what the miner's moss does after this. All right. First 4 chunklets of miner's moss. Now, we can do this 3 times total. Okay. Okay. That's looking pretty good. That's looking a lot better than what we had. All right, yes. 450, 470, 474, 475. Yes. Good. Wow. Man, the miner's moss is where it's friggin' at, boys. All right. So, we're going to be okay. I've got at least 2 more buckets of these. That should put us past 600 grams. And old Gray's going to have to work straight through the night to make sure that we can make enough gold. But I think we're going to be just fine. Guys, we've got the freaking Frankenstein. We've got the brand new Glacier Creek. Now we have to get us the reinforced trommel. And the new jigs. And once we have all that stuff, we will have full tier 5. But we got to make a bunch of money first. Guys, hope you're enjoying Gold Rush. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.